How much is your vote worth? The fact that you have a vote makes you a target for politicians and special interest groups. This is because they want you to vote for the candidate that supports their agenda. So they run commercials. But these aren't the run-of-the-mill commercials that you see on TV. These are psychologically weaponized commercials, which are best described as neo-Bernaysian conditioning.
Have a great day at school.
Dictator on day one.
There will have to be some form of punishment for women.
Roe vs. Wade was terminated.
Fire, fury, bloodbath. Now get in.
We can all see Joe Biden's weakness. If Biden wins, can he even survive till 2029? The real question is, can we?
Because Donald Trump overturned Roe v. Wade, girls and women all over the country have lost the right to choose, even for rape or incest. Donald Trump did this. He took away our freedom.
Kamala Harris and Democrats are all in on defunding and demoralizing police.
It's actually wrong and backward to think that more police officers will create more safety.
They enable soft-on-crime prosecutors. Their grim scorecard, rising crime, hollowing out of our great cities. Their main victims, black men, women, and children.
They're designed to target your psychological soft spots. Once you're a target, a vast orchestrated machinery is set in motion, all just to manipulate you and influence your vote. It's almost like the Truman Show, where they're shaping reality around you to fit their ends. So you will potentially see an ad that's totally different from the one that your neighbor is seeing. And it's the fact that you aren't aware of this happening that makes it work. Check out L2, a data broker's national models and predictive analytics page. This breaks down voters into a different demographics based upon their interests. For example, voter fraud belief or Ukraine continue. The New York Times demonstrated a particularly novel approach to these sorts of profiles, where a voter analytics firm created a COVID concern score by analyzing cell phone location and then rank people based on their travel patterns during COVID. Well, that's not creepy and Orwellian, is it? So how does this happen exactly? Data brokers collect data about virtually everything you do online, and they sell this data to special interest groups and politicians. Those groups use that data to enrich voter lists and form a highly specialized psychological profile about you. And this is all so that they can target you. Data brokers are companies like i360, TargetSmart, and Grassroots Analytics. i360 alone claims to have data on 220 million voters. But how profitable can this really be? Well, according to a study from the Brennan Center, the data broker industry is valued at about $200 billion. And according to Reuters, political interest groups are expected to spend $12.32 billion on ads during this election cycle alone. Very profitable is the answer. And if you happen to think that you are smart enough to see them coming, that you can outwit this machine, then statistically you are almost certainly wrong. These techniques work. That's why these companies continue to do what they do and make so much profit doing it. So what's the result? A highly engineered ad campaign that is created to target you, a political system that contrives its own support through manipulation and often outright deception, and a multi-billion-dollar industry which profits off of a divide and conquer culture war that it continues to foment. Oh, and you get nothing. Does that seem fair?